In this video, I'm going to go over the sort and reverse methods for list and Python's built-in sorted function. As you can see here, I have an animals list containing some animals, and right here I'm going to print some information about this list. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the sort method. So on the animals list variable, I'm going to put .sort and some parentheses, and I'm going to hover over this so that we can see some information about it. And it says it sorts the list in ascending order and returns none. And it also says that the sort is an in-place sort. The list itself is modified, and it's stable, meaning that if there are two of the same elements in here, it will leave them in the order that they are in. So if I were to run this right now, you're going to see that I just get the output none. So in order to actually see the results of this sort, I will need to put in another print statement to print out my list. And when I run it this time, we'll see that it does output it in alphabetical order with cat, chicken, cow, duck, horse, and lizard. Now, if I mouse over sort again here, we can see that it takes a key function, and the key function is a function that we can either create or use a built-in function, and it's going to pass the value in our list to that function and then return a value. And that value that gets returned is how it is going to sort the list. So what we're going to do is sort these using the built-in length function and sort these animals by the length of their names. So in the sort method, we're going to type key equals len. And we don't need to put any parentheses, and we don't need to pass any values. We just want to put the name of the function in there. So now when I run this, we're going to see that it comes out in order from the shortest one, cow, to the longest one, chicken. And we'll notice too that cow and cat are not in alphabetical order. So keep in mind that if you do use the key, that it only sorts by that key. It will not sort it in any other way. And if we wanted to, we could throw in the reverse Boolean by typing reverse equals, and then I'm going to pass it the value of true. So now when I run this, it is going to reverse that order and sort them in descending order from the longest name down to the shortest name. The next method I'm going to show you is the reverse method. So I'm going to change this sort to reverse. What this reverse method is going to do is reverse the order of elements in this list in place. So chicken is going to become index 0, cat's going to be 1, duck's going to be 2, all the way down to cow, which will be 5. And if I run that, we'll see that we get chicken is the first one, cat is the second one, duck is the third one, all the way up to cow. The next thing I'm going to show you is Python's built-in sorted function, which actually returns a new list. So instead of just printing it out, I am going to create a new variable called result equals, and then I'm going to type in the sorted function name. And if I mouse over this, it's going to tell us that it takes an iterable, which in this case we are using a list, and then it takes a key so we can set our own function to determine how to sort the list. And then it also takes the reverse Boolean. And if I scroll down, it tells us it returns a new list containing all the items from the iterable in ascending order, unless we use the reverse equals true, and a custom key function can be supplied to customize the sort order. So if I were to pass it the animals list, and then down here, print out the result and run this, we'll see that we get our animals out in alphabetical order. And then I could pass it the key equals len. And if I run it now, we'll see that we get our animals in order by the length of their name. And finally, if I pass it the reverse Boolean, if I could get that pop-up to stop, reverse equals true. And if I run this, we'll get the output of our list with reverse order of the length of their names. If I hover over this sorted function here, we will see right here, it says that it always returns a list, meaning that if we put any other iterable in here, it is going to put those elements into a list and then return it to us. So if I go ahead and let me go ahead and remove all this, and just to avoid any confusion, I'll go ahead and get rid of our animals list here. So if I have result equals sorted and I put in a string here that says hello world, it is going to take these individual characters, sort them by their ASCII Unicode values, and return that list in sorted order. And if I run that, we'll see that we get this output here, where we have a blank space and then the exclamation point and then the comma, the capital H, capital W, etc. until we get to the end of it. So just keep that in mind. If you ever want to sort any kind of iterable at all, this sorted function right here works great for that. It doesn't only work on lists.